It's your boy Fist in his house. Bring another great edition of Titanfall for me to you, because that's what I do. Now, this is a game of attrition. Now, if you don't know, you're living, anyway, I wouldn't say you're living under a rock, but Titanfall beta is over. I rushed to play as many games as possible. I rushed to play as many games as possible to get as many downloads as I possibly could without, you know, my picture or anything on there. And I remember there's a couple people that were talking on Twitter about, you know, how bad this game was going to be. And I was one of those guys. I didn't really think that this game was going to be any good. And, you know, it's funny how people, like, they hold you to these standards, like, oh, you can't change your mind once you make your mind up, dude. You can't say you like the game and then the next day say you hate it. You sound like a hypocrite. No, I mean, you assume things, you make mistakes, you're human. That's just the way it is. It's not being a hypocrite. You know, you play the game, you make an opinion, and then you play it, and then you change your opinion. That's just the way life is. It's not. I mean, it's not like I played the game. It's not like I didn't play the game and say I hated it, which I did, and then say I played it and stuck with it even though the game was good. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you can change your mind. You are a human being. You're not some dumbass robot that's just, oh, I'm just gonna go with everybody, whatever they say. No, it's not. That's not what's gonna happen. So, you know, you can play this game on the PC. All my gameplays are going to be from the Xbox One. I was doing these videos, and probably why my scores, I'm not going to be posting like all these incredible scores, because I play with all the weapons, and the last day I took to rank up my shotgun in all my gameplays, you know, I was pretty much bored with the DSR or whatever. The DSR sniper rifle is easy. The assault rifle is easy. Attrition is easy to me because it reminds me of Call of Duty. But the title of the game is called Titanfall. So if you're playing the game Attrition and you're playing Call of Duty inside of Titanfall, that's your prerogative. You could do that. But that's not what I like to do. I have tons of gameplay. I just wanted to show a variety. And I'm going to show a lot of videos on both channels, Fist 2 and this channel. So from this point forward, I'm just going to do regular commentaries talking about the game and so on and so forth. But I deeply understand the difference between Call of Duty Ghosts and Call of Duty period and Titanfall. The freedom that you have in Titanfall versus Call of Duty it's like night and day. You know, I played beta all last night, and then when the beta turned off, I went to play Call of Duty Ghosts, and then I went back to Actually, I started out playing Call of Duty Ghosts in the beginning because I thought beta was going to be over, but they said it was still going on, so I went back after I played Call of Duty Ghosts, and then after it was over, then I went back to Call of Duty Ghosts, and I realized it was like an instantaneous realization that there is so much restriction on Call of Duty Ghosts today than there was Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2 of yesterday. Comparative to, you could see where Vince and the developers, they take that restriction away that is in Call of Duty. I mean, David Vonderhaar basically handcuffed Call of Duty. That's why I don't like it anymore. And that's their game. I don't like playing it anymore. That's period. Titanfall is better than every Call of Duty except Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty 4. I think they're about the same level of freedom with the joystick and moving forward with the game. That's my opinion. Now, the game of Attrition is not a bad game. I like Attrition, but I think the Titanfall, the game, is a mech game, and that's what they built it around. And if you listen to the live stream that they did, there's a guy who posted a video and shortened it up where they talked about no pilots only playlist. They're not going to do that. They're not, you know, they literally said this game is Titanfall, which is reiterating the fact that they made this game with mechs in mind in the first place. And the fact that the other stuff is in there, I think it's just there to draw the Call of Duty fans. Now, is it better than the other Call of Duty? Now, with the weapons and whatnot, I don't really think so. You know, I think the weapons are really dummied down. But with the movement and freedom, it's light years ahead of what Treyarch has done to the series. That's where it's at. Like, you can see Treyarch has taken the series backwards, whereas the freedom of Vince and his design style from Modern Warfare 2 like leaped over all the other Call of Duties and is into Titanfalls, and you could appreciate that now, which is awesome. I think the maximum joy that you get from this game is Last Titan Standing. That is the best game mode. I don't care what no one says. I don't see how they could say Hardpoint has anything to do with esports just because you're capturing points. I don't see it. I think that there's going to be two different tangents here. One is going to be esports Hardpoint, and the other one is probably going to take off and get 10 times bigger, but it's going to use the esports Call of Duty fan base, COD fanboy, esports MLG players, is going to catapult the Titanfall last Titanfall standing playlist in pro MLG standings. Mark my words, it's going to happen. It's going to be about a 2 or 3 year evolution, but it's going to start with the COD MLG pro players launching mech last standing gameplay into MLG playlist. And that's my opinion. And I'm gonna talk so much more about this. You want to check out more Titanfall and more Titan awesome gameplay, go over to Fist 2. I'm gonna do another video, 2 videos a day, all the way up to Titanfall release. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. Until next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace. I'm out.